Welcome back, you guys. Episode 2 of Deck Talks, but week 4 of college. Carson, I don't know about you, but I'm low-key feeling really tired.
Yeah, me too. It's been a long 4 weeks for sure.
Lots of swimming and lots of homework.
For sure. Definitely a lot of that.
But speaking of swimming, on that note, what are your thoughts on that gold versus purple meet?
It was a super interesting meet. It was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to deep dive into the meet.
And talking about that, to help us talk further into that meet is our first special guest.
What's up, guys? My name is James Savarese.
Boo! My name is Walker
He was on
Bridenstine.
gold team. I don't know why he's booing me.
I'm Landon. I'm a sophomore. Sprinter. You know, team gold on top.
He's not a sprinter.
I am a sprinter.
James, you're not a sprinter, bro.
Bro, Walker, don't even get me started on your freestyle.
What's wrong with my freestyle? I watched you pet the water for 2 hours today, bro. What you talking
And I
about?
was blowing by you.
No, you
and
weren't.
I was blowing by
You weren't doing anything.
C interval. Interval over there.
It was recovery day. What did you want from me?
For y'all who aren't swimmers, just a little context. Walker over here, he's one of our sophomores. He went on the slowest interval. It's actually designed for our girls.
It's recovery day.
And I look over, and Walker's doing it with the girls.
It's my first full week back. I was sick last week.
That's not an excuse.
That is an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
Yeah, what's your max 2-rep pull-ups, bro? What's your max all-time pull-ups? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
145.
way less than me.
145.
Way less than, what is it?
145.
What is it, like 65? What is it, like 65 for 2 pull-ups? Nah, 90 over here, bro. 90. Yeah.
All right, guys.
They have a little more jiggle than
All right.
you, for sure.
I see some beef in here, but run me down how this weekend went with this meet. What are y'all thinking about that?
Who is on gold and who is on purple? Just
Yeah,
for
Landon and I
audience
were
to
on
know.
gold, and then Walker was on purple. Landon, you can give him the rundown on how the meet went. Just give him like a short little.
Yeah, purple couldn't take the heat. Gold knocked him out the water. Theoretically, physically, mentally, yeah.
Even musically.
And
Yeah.
musically, yeah. We have the anthem, gold team anthem.
When are we gonna be able to hear this anthem?
You could hear it at the end of the podcast, actually. We'll be playing that.
Walker, what were your thoughts on the meet?
Walker was on the losing team by you.
Look,
by the way, you guys.
Purple is on top. We had a couple of mishaps. James is a cheater. That's all I got to say.
James, I would not take that.
What do you mean by this?
Winners always get called cheaters, especially when they win by 140 points. There's not much to say about it.
Look, Tom Brady's Super Bowl doesn't count, so neither does yours.
I don't even know. I mean, I would say his Super Bowl counts. He's the GOAT. I'm the GOAT of the gold team. Like, just is what it is.
You hear that, gold team? James thinks he's the GOAT.
Not necessarily in
James
performance.
thinks he's the
just
most.
like-
He thinks he's the most important to the team.
I mean, we can just
That's
go down
good
the
team
list.
morale, huh?
Hold on, let's go down the list. Well, I mean, my team morale doesn't have to be that good when we can beat you by that many points. But let's just go down the list, Walker. I mean, number 1 in spike ball,
Cap.
3-time water polo champ.
Yeah, because of me, one of those.
He was on the
I
water
was
polo
a
game.
significantly better
And-
player than
and
him in the last
first-
championship. And then what?
Yeah, Walker was a significantly better player in one game after shooting 0 for
Cap.
8 in the
Cap.
game before. And
You
then,
could not have won without me, and you know it.
No, I mean, I'm not lying. You played a great game.
I played a
You
great
did not
season.
carry.
I played a great season, better season than you, stats wise, overall. Like
Dang.
I test everything.
I don't know where the stats.
We
are
can get
coming
Hope
from.
on the podcast. She'll vouch for me. I
Yeah,
guarantee
actually,
it.
we'll get Hope on the podcast.
Good,
This time.
we will.
She scored like 10 of our 13 points.
I know,
Okay,
and the other
but
3
you
were
scored
me.
one.
In the
No,
last,
Okay,
that
but
wasn't a
back to the
championship,
meat.
bro.
Back to the meat, though. Gold versus purple. Thoughts?
Purple is best. Everyone knows it. It's the best color. Gold is like, it's like if you wanted to be second, but you didn't have silver. Gold
I
is
think I would
corny.
get bullied if I wore purple to school. I think that's like
Okay, well,
A
hold on.
serial killer.
We are a purple school, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't go
Purple
that far.
on top. Purple.
You know what I'm
on
trying to say.
top.
Register hated every single person that wears a Washita shirt on campus. No, I mean purple put up a good fight. Like props to them, but there's not much you can do when you have Walker on your team. He's sort of a loose condition.
Okay.
so.
Just so everyone knows, I'm better at spike ball. I'm better at water polo, and my team should have won. That's all I got to say.
I mean-
also, Caleb, I can throw a football. Caleb, if you listen to this, I don't know what that was about. I can throw a football better than you, bro.
What about your strat, James? I heard you went into the meet with a strat.
Yeah, basically, my strat was get Walker off of my team.
Oh my gosh.
If you have Walker on your team, you're going to lose. And so me and the other captains, Anna and Sparky, his real name Ethan, we call him Sparky, sort of got together and we told Dawson, like, whatever we do, we cannot get Walker. And so that was our game plan going in. We executed it perfectly, and it paid off.
Look, Sam didn't come in with a spreadsheet knowing who to pick and stuff. Shout out Sam, bro. He did everything he could without being like a nerd about it. and he got a real dog over here in me. So yeah, that's how it went.
I actually have something to add. It's more than just a spreadsheet. It's more than planning. I was in the cafeteria, and I egged James on to tell me my events, and he was reluctant, but he ended up telling me my events and the event to train. And he even went as far as to say not to spread the info, or the ops, Team Purple, would change their event lineup to get the upper hand. So it's deeper than just
They're a dirty
strategic.
team, bro. I had to be really
Who's
careful.
the dirty team? He just went
Walker
into a room and
Bridenstine,
drafted.
Team Purple.
What?
Team Purple is a dirty team.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Actually, I do want to ask, because I wasn't privy to y'all's team meeting, but I heard that Sam was sort of saying that y'all had been cheated a little bit. Is that true?
That's true. Yeah.
What did he say exactly?
He said that there were guys that came in with a strategy that James wrote the rule book.
James had read the rule book. W. James.
So for our audience context, Sam and James are both the men's team captains, and both are very competitive. Same event, I believe, 50 freestyle.
100 free, yeah.
So the controversy is definitely Sam versus James right now.
No, I mean,
Seems that way.
Sam and I are,
Seems that way. Let's see the 1v1.
So Walker's just trying to start beef now.
I'm not trying to start any beef.
He's
Sam will take
trying
you
to
any day.
misdirect because he knows he got. Wait, actually, what were your placements at the meet? 5th, 6th, and 8th?
No. I got 2 thirds and like a 4th.
You
bro.
didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
did not get 3rd in the 100 backstroke.
I didn't, bro. I got 3rd in the 50. I got 3rd
Everybody
in the 50.
knows the first stage of cope is acceptance, so
No.
Walker just gets straight to it.
Actually, the first of the 5 stages of grief is denial.
Look, I did
and
not
that's what
win
we're
the
seeing with
skips
Walker
or
right
skims or whatever based on lying to Ian about we're gonna go slow. Nah.
now. Yeah, the
He
viewers have
completely
no idea
cheated
what you're
Ian.
talking about.
He completely okay. Here's what happened. They're both on gold team. James like, let's take this one slow, and then Ian jumps in, goes slow, and James takes the dub. That's what happens.
Listen.
But on to our next question. Carson, take us away.
Yeah, so Landon, tell me a little bit about you. Who are you? Where are you from?
All right, guys. I'm Landon. I'm from Wiley, Texas.
Where's Wiley?
Wiley's in Texas. But yeah, the meet went well. Gold team caught the W.
How did you get from Wiley, Texas to Arkadelphia, Arkansas?
Good question. Just hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't. That's not how it happened.
James, you don't believe that he worked hard?
No, I think Landon's a really great worker. That is how he ended up here. I would agree with that. But I think his recruiting process looked more like the head coach being like, "Hey, James, this kid from your team reached out to us. Do you know who he is?" And he worked hard, and so I was like, "Yeah, that's Landon. Like, give him a call back. He's a cool guy."
Well, speaking of you, James, how did you get here?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I had very little exposure to Ouachita. Quite frankly, I hadn't heard of the school, and even on my first call, I didn't know how to pronounce it. So I waited.
Do you know now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know now. I waited until Dawson said it before I said it. The reason I knew about it was because someone from Anthony's high school, he's another one of our senior swimmers, who was a senior my freshman year. So he was like way ahead of us. I knew he went here. And so I was like, why not? I'll check this school out. I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't plan to come here, quite frankly. But on my visit, I got to meet a great group of guys, and I really clicked with a lot of them, which I didn't get at some of the other schools I visited. And so, yeah, that's how I ended up here.
And have you enjoyed all 4 years?
Yeah,
Or?
I wouldn't trade it for the world. I think I talk about it with my girlfriend at least once a month, how awesome this school is. The team, the teachers here, that's such a big plus. I think, so my brother goes to a bigger school, and I sort of was talking to him about, I had a meeting with this teacher or that teacher, and he's like, wow, like, at a school like mine, like, you don't even often have a face-to-face interaction with your teacher. And so I think that's a super big plus about this school, building that kind of relationship. I think it can help set a lot of students up in the future, in the long run. So, yeah.
For sure. A lot of those like bigger schools, you don't really get close with the professors or anything, and you're kind of just like a number in the school. So that's something I really like about Ouachita is I feel like you can get really close with your professors and get to know everybody like super personally. Like whenever you're walking around the school, I'm always seeing people that I know, and it's just super cool to be in such like a close-knit community with everybody.
Well, and I also think Dawson does a really good job of making sure that he has a one-on-one like relationship with everybody and making sure that like he holds us accountable on our classes and whatnot. And I just don't think that bigger colleges have that. But we do have one more guest with us who hasn't told us how they ended up here. So, Walker, take that.
Yeah, I was from Jinx High School. We've never had a swimmer from Jinx High School come here until me. And
Where's Jinx High School?
It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the greatest city in America. Anyway, we actually have another kid from Jinx coming this weekend, a recruit named Zeke Wallace, who's going to stay in my dorm. It's going to be a good time. So, but back to the question. How did I wind up here? I was actually looking only at D1 schools, to be honest, until I came here. This was my last visit, and I met a guy named Sam Ragsdale, who was actually the purple team captain. We were pretty good friends. And then Tristan Richter, who graduated last year, and then Tyler Andrus took me to a class with Professor Bruni, he was a good teacher, and I thought, this is the real deal. My best call out of all my colleges were with Bostic. And that's how I wound up here.
Did you room with me, or were you with the Schultzes?
So I came at a weird time. It was like as everyone was coming back from spring break or something.
That's right.
And so I came during like the end of March Madness, and so people were coming in, and Sam and Tristan were here in the Schultzes, but my actual person I was supposed to be with was Tyler. Yeah. So I slept the night with Tyler, but I was with Sam and Tristan the whole time. Gotcha. We were watching the Final Four.
Yeah, that's right. I think because I ended up in their room for a little bit because I traveled back with Tyler, and he's like, okay, so Dawson just texted me that I'm having a recruit stay with us. And so then we went over to say hi to you, and it's been kind of cool watching you branch out because I remember you were like this quiet little kid who sat there with his hands in his lap, and I try and ask him a question like, hey, like, what do you think about this? Because you're like, oh, I love basketball, and I was like, oh, it's like, did you watch that upset? And you're like, yeah, it was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that, so it's been really cool to see how you branch out. And I'm not hating on you for that. I was actually the quiet kid at the beginning of my freshman year too.
Look. So just to be clear, I came in. I didn't know anyone when he came in. It was pretty early on. I hadn't really gotten to know anybody yet, but. To make it very clear, when it comes to athleticism on this team, there's a clear number one, and then there's everyone else. And I'm not gonna say who that is, but I'm just gonna leave that out in the air. When it comes to water polo and spike ball, especially, it's one person ahead of everyone, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I think we all know who exactly he's talking about. But Landon, what do you think about this? This is your roommate. This is your like best friend right now.
Yeah, Landon,
he's basically saying that you're everybody else and he is better than you.
Yeah. I mean, Walker does like to talk a lot, but there is one fact that he did not talk about, and it's the fast twitch. So everybody on the team knows I have the fastest twitch muscles on the team, and that's just undisputable. Anyways, Walker and James are commendable spike ball players. I will give them that. Give them the respect they deserve.
All right, Landon, so run us down about your nickname. Why do people call you the Penetrator, Landon?
Basically, this is a nickname derived from my enemies. So I actually didn't create this nickname. I was named this because they see me dive in, quick, fast twitch muscle. James even noted this. He's my biggest fan. And basically, I just penetrate the water with my stroke. I'm fast. I'm fast with it.
It is incredible. I've actually described it as something of like a torpedo. It's the way he breaks through that surface is incredible. Yeah. So we tried to come up with a really strong like one word liner that people are like, dang, like this guy's quick. And so the penetrator. It only stands for the dive in the water and nothing else.
Hey, James, going back to how Landon said you were his biggest fan, what do you think about that?
Listen, Landon's a great guy.
Glaze.
No, it's not Glaze. Since day one, I was his voucher.
James, do you have fans?
No.
Listen, man,
no.
Yeah. Okay.
I also don't have fans because I have haters.
I knew Walker was going to say that.
Because the winners always have haters.
Hold on.
All right.
So I don't know how many viewers in here are business school students, but one of the classes you have to take is with John Cox, and you're supposed to give a presentation over something for 15 minutes. And usually people will do something like, if you're a swimmer, you'll do like Michael Phelps. You'll get some really interesting ones. Like I had one guy do real estate, which was mind-numbingly boring, but he made it interesting somehow. And then Walker comes in, and I was like, hey, what are you doing for your topic? And his topic is why he's the most underrated individual on the planet.
I did not wind up actually doing that. He was not there for it. I was talking about the NBA and viewership. Okay.
Right, but you were at the table in front of swimmers and I think my girlfriend too, talking about why you were the most underrated individual on planet Earth.
His girlfriend is the Hope character that we were talking about earlier. That will definitely tell you I'm better than him at water polo. By the way.
Yeah.
But it is true. I am
Listen, Walker's
massively
got
underrated.
one ring. I've got 3.
Landon, do
And he
you
has
think,
one because of me.
themselves.
I've been here for 1 year. I've never
Who's better at
lost.
spike ball?
Me.
as Walker's
not even
roommate,
close. There
as
it is.
Walker's
Landon.
Hold on,
roommate, as no,
Tell him.
as Walker's roommate, Landon,
Landon.
do you think that Walker is the most underrated individual of all time?
I think that there is some truth to that. I mean, I do think that he is the fastest. Lexa, you cannot beat him in a race. No glaze. I think I would beat you in a race. I do not think your track background will back that up. But in the spike ball sense, I do think James is more versatile.
You've got to be
Dang.
kidding
The
me.
truth
Get Isaac
comes
in here
out.
right now.
He can serve right and left.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter I can serve right, bro. My lefty hand just goes right by.
Just
him
like
every
when
time.
Walker does his right-handed serve or left-handed serve, I just want to cringe. It looks like terrible, like he just flapped
Landon,
the
you
other.
are not
it
even
actually
top
looks like he's
8
going to
rankings.
wipe
He
his
is-
butt, bro. It's
This dude
terrible.
Landon is not top
He's
8
honestly
in rankings.
buns.
He's not a credible source.
Like he's more obsessed with his hair than he is his game, really.
Okay.
But bringing it back to swimming, what do you think about Walker and swimming, Landon?
I think Walker has a lot of potential in swimming. I think that he'll be great when we're a little older. I think he's great now. It's going to be hard to get on the scoring team at the moment. We have some very fast guys, including James. James will be running the scene, I feel like, this year. Big drops coming up.
Thanks, bro.
Big drops from everybody. I mean, go Washita.
Well, to kind of wrap us up, like James and Walker and Landon are saying, this season is going to be really crazy, really intense, and honestly really competitive by the looks of it. And so we just want y'all to stay in tune, keeping up with Washita swimming and diving and seeing where we're at. And every week will be kind of a different conversation. Clearly, this week was not like last week at all.
Not at all.
But just stay listening and keep up to date.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this was an awesome podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2. We will be back next week with another banger. Thank y'all.
Team go. Team go.